Joining us on the news to further discuss this event is TVC News State House correspondent Femi Akande. Femi, walk us through the significance of today's event.
Well, this event is significant because it heralds the presidential inauguration ceremony that will take place on the 29th of May. And it's also a clear indication that the Presidential Transition Council set up by President Muhammadu Buhari is working in full swing, and that the date 29th of May is sacrosanct, where Nigerians will witness a handover from one civilian administration to another civilian administration. For President Muhammadu Buhari, in his speech, he said, well, he has run a good race and he has finished his course, and it is time for him to hand the baton to the incoming administration to continue from where he stopped. But he also tried to ensure that he provided the legal framework to support and enable this smooth transition, and also ensure that the incoming administration gets a good handover note, a comprehensive handover note that will make them understand where the administration is at the moment, how far they have come, and where the new government will need to take off from and continue with the process of governing the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So it's a very significant event because this is also the first time that we'll see an outgoing president confer on the incoming president the confer on him the Grand Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic, and the Vice President-elect the Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger. This just also shows how Nigeria's democracy is maturing. Gradually, we are beginning to have enabling laws backing the sustenance and deepening of democratic governance in Nigeria. And some people have said most of this is to the credit of President Muhammadu Buhari. Ambassador.
24 years of unbroken democracy, that is huge and massive. And you can tell the unity between the outgoing administration and the incoming administration, especially with regard to these handover notes that have made available, which was not the case back in 2015, Femi.
Indeed, Ambassador, and President Muhammadu Buhari also mentioned that he said that is one of the reasons why his administration started on a slow note, on a very weak note. You know, it took President Muhammadu Buhari about 6 months to set up his federal executive cabinet, you know, before he could send names of ministers to the National Assembly for confirmation. 6 months had gone. There was so much left undone within that period. And he acknowledges that indeed that was not a good moment for his administration. And that is because he did not get good handover notes from the previous administration. And he wants to ensure that moving forward, his administration provides that handover note, that exchange of baton between one administration and the other. He also charged the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari, of incoming, that's the president-elect, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to ensure that this tradition is sustained from one administration to the other. That handover process is smooth, so that there will not be any break in governance, so that at every time, you know, they say government is a continuum, Nigeria will begin to feel the real sense of that phrase that which says government is a continuum. So for President Muhammadu Buhari, he says he's trying to clear all of these landmines for the incoming administration, because he had to walk through that landmine. He had to face all of those pitfalls and the rest, but he's ensuring that the incoming administration and the successive governments do not have to go through this for the general interest of the country. Ambassador.
Yes, Femi. And as the president-elect himself declared today, he mentioned that he must run this race and must do it well, and he shall not disappoint. Nigerians are wishing him all the best as he takes up the saddle of leadership. Thanks, Femi, for that update.